So while my best friend takes selfies, what's up YouTube? This is Sensational Queen. I am coming to you at the pool. It is a very hot day. So since I'm back from vacation, I couldn't get enough of water, so I got in the water here at my apartment. Today I'm going to be talking about just, the beginnings of my life and how I started, I guess. I do have a guest today, my best friend, Michelle. She's right here. Hey, YouTube. Hey, y'all. You can follow her on IG.
It is __ Team Beauty. Beauty is with an I, not a Y.
There you have it. You can also follow my Instagram at QueenHood90. Okay, so I've been contemplating on different videos that I wanted to do for my YouTube channel, and today I kind of just want to talk about like how I grew up. I am an Army brat, sort of, somewhat. My dad was in the Army, even though we was not born yet. And what I mean by we is me and my twin sister. Yes, I am a twin. But we was raised in a very decent family. We was brought up very well. Didn't need or want for anything. However, when things went south with the family and we kind of got on our own with our mom, we started school. We was already in school, but we, move into another area, go to school with not us, if you know what I mean. And it was very hard because we dealt with a lot of racism. We dealt with a lot of people really not understanding what we as black people are. It was more of a joke about anything. I will post a picture of me and my twin sister, and you will notice that both of us have a gap. And we got teased a whole lot about that in school. The good old jokes. What is it? Cumberland Gap? What's that? Or my favorite, field goal. And as I got older and older and older, I noticed that I actually loved my gap. It insinuated my uniqueness. And also what I noticed, a lot of guys, men, actually love a gap. I wonder what that's for. But as I've become a woman and getting older, it's a lot of things that I embraced about myself. I embraced a lot about myself as I got older. And I saw my sexiness for what it was. I saw my beautifulness for what it was. And what's so ironic and so funny is that when you are so much more comfortable with yourself, a lot of people take that as a threat. So I've always dealt with even older women being, I don't want to say jealous, but I guess feeling some kind of way about me because maybe of how I dress or how I can light up a room when I walk in. Not trying to be cocky, but it's true. And this is stuff that's been told to me. But yeah, Michelle, what about you? What was I guess life growing up for you? Being in a different area.
Well, I grew up in the suburbs of Michigan. My mom was solely there. My dad was being a dad, typical dad, making his own, growing up at his own pace, regardless of having kids. He wanted to be the woman, man, and live his street life, do whatever he did. So for the most part, my dad wasn't around until I was probably like 16. He was in and out, but I mean, he's been there for me. My dad's always been a dad since day one. He just wasn't always there. Like, it wasn't like I was in a two-parent home all my life. Still not to this day. I mean, I'm grown, so I got my own household. But my parents are still, my dad's married, my mom's living her best life. But, I mean, life was great for me because I had a granddad that stepped in and became a father. He died when I was 16, but he made sure life was good. I went to the best schools. I traveled the most when I was the youngest. Like, I did it all. I lived a good life, and I got my granddad to thank for that. My granddad and my mom, my grandma. But life wasn't that hard for me growing up. It could have been better if my dad would have been present, but all in all, it made me the woman I am today, and I'm very grateful for it. I thank God for my mom still.
So what kind of woman today do you feel like you are?
I am a strong, independent woman, for sure.
And what makes you strong and independent?
I've been through, my life wasn't perfect growing up. I've been through it all. I've been through the struggle. I've been through the having to move house to house. Like I said, my mom was a single parent. I've been through the days where we got to eat a meal that is simple, pork and beans and hot dogs, so everybody can eat. But I also had the days where we eating lobster and shrimp. Like, it made me who I was. It taught me to embrace every part, every aspect of my life. No matter if I'm up and I'm down, it taught me how to be a hustler for sure. Most definitely. It taught me how to stand on my own 2 feet and make a way out of no way. If there is no way, you make one. And you go for your dreams, you go for your goals. It taught me the life that I didn't want to, live when I had a kid. It taught me how that I wanted, the career job. And granted, my mom is a nurse, but I wanted the career job and the stability before bringing the baby into the world. I want a 2-parent home because that was one thing that I didn't really like growing up, is not having my dad there at all times. But it taught me how to be strong. Like, I feel like there's no obstacle I can't get through now, because growing up as a child is kind of hard. So as a child, it's nothing you could do. I mean,
yeah,
your struggle is the struggle. It's nothing you could do as a child. So that gave me strength, and it taught me now as an adult, if I can get through stuff as a child, even with the help of my parents or with my granddaddy and my mom, if I can get through it as a child and it can make me a better woman, a stronger woman, I can definitely get through anything now.
So, can I talk about me and you was molested?
Yeah.
So just got confirmation. So Michelle brought up a good point as being strong and independent. One thing that really connected us as friends, we've actually been friends for 10, 11 years. Been the best of friends. Yeah, we argue. Yeah, we this, that, and the third. But
We're women.
what women best friends don't argue or have disagreements. One thing that really connected me and Michelle, and I know this might sound very weird to some, but me and her connected on being molested at young ages. I was actually gang raped by 5 Mexican men, and I don't know, I was so young, and of course I didn't report it. I really didn't know what was going on. But at the time that it happened, I know at one point I had contemplated suicide, because that did happen to me. But as I got older, the more I grew up with that pain, it stepped me back away from men. So much that I necessarily didn't want to deal with men. My first real boyfriend was at the age of 17, and he was very cautious because he knew of the story. But yeah, I think that is what definitely one of the reasons that helped create me to become a strong, independent woman, is when you go through certain situations or certain trauma and you heal from that. it brings a different side of you. It brings a different humbleness about you or a woman.
And it makes you more cautious. It makes you a more... You know how they always say you live and you learn, we make the most mistakes when you're younger? I think that actually helped us not to make as many mistakes as most women have made as far as men or as far as relationships.
Because it is like a stigma with women, whether you've been abused, raped, or disrespected, you're gonna act a certain way, you're gonna do certain things to either hurt yourself or to down yourself. But one thing I did learn out of that situation, and as I got older, because of course when I was 13 I didn't know no better, I didn't know what that was. You was 10?
Yeah.
So what happened?
Babysitter. My kid ain't getting no babysitter. Period. My child is not allowed to have a babysitter. Okay?
And then you learn lessons like that. You like you said, cautious. It's just you move a certain way.
You move different. You don't just let everybody in your square. It make you more, like you said, cautious about the choices you make, the people you allow around you. Shit, it's gonna make me a better parent because
it's certain things that my son
cannot do.
Hello.
Yeah,
and the way the world is
take away from people that actually have babysitters. Like, I'm not saying all babysitters like that, and I'm not saying that people who have babysitters are bad parents, but I'm saying it's gonna make me a better mom.
For your situation,
for my situation,
for you,
for my life, because I know for a fact that I'm not gonna trust nobody with my kid. Me, the dad, that's it. That's like,
unless it's me. Other than me,
my close friends, I only got a couple of them, and my mom, my dad. But as far as that, it's and the person that molested me was somebody that was close. It was a family friend, had been around me for a while. So of course he was trusted, but so I don't blame anybody but him. I don't blame nobody. Not my mom, not my grandparents, not my dad, not myself. I don't blame anybody but him. He's a sick individual, and that's his karma. That's something he got to deal with when he go before God.
It's funny because sometimes I be like, dang, I wish I knew who those Mexicans were.
I know. Exactly.
And believe it or not, like, yes, it has deterred me from a certain race, and anybody that watches this video, I hope you don't get offended or in your feelings about it. This is just something that I went through and a decision as an adult that I've made to stay away from. But it's so weird because different races are looked at different ways, and then when something like that happens to you, that takes away from the whole race, the whole community. Me personally, I can't be around Mexican men by myself. I don't like walking in the dark by myself, and she is true. She has to, if I'm walking something to the trash, somebody got to go with me. I don't care who it is, but somebody that I trust has to go with me when I'm walking in the dark, because that's actually when it happened, was at night. But one thing I can say about the trauma that me and her did go through is, for her, I see the strongness in her. I see the perseverance in her. It didn't damage her. It definitely took her through some trials and tribulations or dealing with different people, but she's a good woman, and she's a very strong woman. And one thing I can say about this woman is she's very determined. She is a sweetheart, but an ass, but I love her. It's my bitch. I love her. But, I see that situation happening to her. I see where she's come from, and I've seen the strength that she pulls out of her ass, because that's what a lot of us women do. Is pull strength out of our... We don't know where it comes from.
We don't get enough credit for this.
We don't. And the things that we can just come up with a fly, a lot of people don't appreciate it. And it's so crazy because, to me, women, we are so
Women
Just-
hustle harder than men, and that's not to downplay men at all, because you guys do hustle your ass off. But women hustle harder. Like
I don't care if it's sleeping for money. I don't care if it's stripping,
We don't
dancing
sleep
for
for
money.
money.
No, we don't. I don't care if it's
got a
dancing.
whole
I don't care
man.
if you're a woman and you're making money in any kind of way. I don't care it being unorthodox. I don't care if it's being moral.
Get your money, boo.
Get your money, because at the end of the day, what I've learned being in the situations that I have been in, ain't nobody gonna do it but you. Can't nobody do it better than you. At the end of the day, you're you. There is no other you, even though I am a twin, but she's still not me. But at the same time, like, we are our own women, and we have to do things, whether you're a single mom, whether you're single, whether you are in a relationship, a committed relationship, or a husband and wife, whatever may have you. But it's still a hustle about a woman that I feel like goes unnoticed by the world. And it kind of sucks sometimes. But at the end of the day, women, you still hustle hard. You still go for what you want. You don't let nobody deter you from anything that you go through. And you walk with your head high at all times, at all costs. I don't care who's doing harm to you. At the end of the day, those people that are doing harm to you, you flourish.
Yeah,
You flourish in that. What you think?
it's facts. Like, you do. Like, I don't know. My life definitely didn't talk a lot. My family ain't the best family. I haven't dealt with some of the best friends. I haven't dealt with the best mates. But all in all, every person I've ever encountered in my life, I'm thankful for it, because it's like that, like Indy Irie say, it's a blessing in every lesson. I'm glad I knew him at all. Like, it teach you, most definitely, because I personally, I have a bad thing with trusting people that should not be trusted. Like, even though, like,
She do.
like family, like, I will put my family on the highest pedestal ever in life, and they will be some of the ones that have hurt me the most. And that alone gave me strength as an adult too, because if your family can do it, anybody can do it. Like,
Got that right.
if they can do it, anybody can do it. And family is supposed to be the ones that stick together. They're supposed to be the most forgiving. They're supposed to be the most understanding. They're supposed to be the ones that sit down and talk it out. But
They're the ones that hurt you the most.
they will tell you
The people
straight.
that are closest to, that is one thing I have definitely learned. The people that is closest to you can really hurt you.
Absolutely.
So you are supposed to be careful. That is why my circle is a circle of 5.
If that.
You damn right. If that.
I know. Just for people be out here like,
No,
who the
she playing. I'm not playing.
No,
I don't play that.
It is at least 5 of us, but I mean, it's
I don't
tight.
play that.
It's tight, and if you can get to the point in your life where you feel like you can't even sit down and tell your deepest, darkest secrets to somebody that is supposed to have your back through it all and be there for you without them coming back to you like, I'ma tell your business, just because you don't have the simple fallout. Like, that alone strengthens you as a person, because it lets you know that, you know, some things you can't just tell everybody. Like, some stuff you just gotta take to the grave, because everybody's human, everybody makes mistakes, everybody does some fucked up shit eventually. Like, everybody does. Nobody's perfect, or we wouldn't be on this earth. But one thing I do pride myself in, being the woman that I am, I definitely, anything that I know from somebody, I'm not going to take and use it against you. I'm not going to, oh, we're not speaking no more, so I'm going to go run and tell all your business. I'm about to go make this person not like you. No.
I hate that. That is such a big pet peeve of mine.
Our business is our business. Our fallout is our fallout. And I never, it's safe to say I never leave a fallout with no space of recovery. Because I feel like if you were close at one point, there is some space for forgiveness and to come back and at least be cordial with each other. I'm an adult about things, but, you know, some doors you just have to close, some doors you can't reopen. But everything that I go through in life, I thank God for it. Like, it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot, no matter if it was small, it was big, no matter if I didn't know 5 years ago what that lesson was supposed to be, I know now. And life also taught me patience. Like, I used to be the woman like, God, why? Like, why are you doing this? I stopped questioning God. because with due time he's going to show me why. So I stopped. Like, I just became very patient and very trusting in him, and knowing that anything that I went through, anything I'm encountering, it's a reason behind it.
Yeah.
And you just take it to the chin. Like, I don't stress over nothing no more. I don't want to worry about nothing. I don't want to be upset because somebody's not my friend anymore. I don't want to be upset because somebody is out to hurt me purposely. I don't want to be worried about anything like that. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, this is what it is. And I don't know. I take pride in that. I'm happy. Love. I'm good.
That's always the best thing.
Like,
and even though, you know, we have encountered something as horrendous as being molested at a young age,
we came out.
Great women. Like I said, with her, and we can go back and forth about this, but like I said, with her, like, she is a great woman, and she deserves the best. Which I know who, but you know what I'm saying.
Not disclose the baby's name because the baby does not like social media.
He does a good job, and she is well deserving of that.
He takes good care of me. Like, he does. I love that. I love him, man. Like, he's everything plus more. And I've always been the girl that wanted to sit back and be like, oh my God, these people are getting married. They're so in love. They're so happy. But now I'm just enjoying the being in love. Like, it feels good to have its ups and its downs, like everything else in life, but it feels good to know somebody that knows your whole entire life, your past, the good, the bad, the everything about you, and still loves you like you are the most perfect person on earth, and that worships the ground you work on, 'cause literally he does. It's amazing. And if you would have asked me back when I got molested, how I seen my life growing up, I would never thought I'd be here today.
You ain't lying.
Never would have thought.
You was not lying.
But that's why I think we're so open with what has happened to us, because it's still happening today. But that's why we're so open, because it's still happening today, but like all the women that's going through out there, and there's also men that go through it, males that go through it.
Men definitely do go through it.
I mean, life, it is hard to get through, but it does get easier. And don't let it destroy you. Let it make you. Let it make you to a better person. Let it make you. Let it grow you. Let it strengthen you, because
don't dwell on it.
Yeah, don't dwell on it.
Don't dwell on it. Don't.
It's gonna tear you down. Like, just don't. Like, push through. Like, I pride myself in actually getting over that. Like, I don't have a problem trusting a man. Like I said, I trust my man with my life. So I trust him. Like, he protects me with everything. He can be in the house and I'm sitting right here and I still feel like I'm the most protected in the world. I can go anywhere. I can be 30 miles from him and I still feel protected. And he'll do anything in the world to protect me. There's somebody that is going to love you for you. We are living witnesses of that. And like, I mean, just like how she said about me, like, it helped her grow. It strengthened her. Like, I've known her a lot of years, and I think this is like the first time we've never actually had this conversation and ever broke down or anything like that. Like, we've been strong about it since we both knew. Like, since the first time we talked about it, like, we kind of talked about it like, dang, you too?
Like, you too?
Like,
damn, we best friends.
Yeah, like, all right, let's take this shot. Like,
right.
You know, and she's an amazing woman, amazing mother, amazing wife to be. She's amazing friend. When I say I trust her, like how I trust my boyfriend with my life, I trust her with my life. Like, I know I know I can tell her my deepest, darkest secrets, and it's never coming back.
I'm a vault.
And I know anything I go through in life, if I can't count on nobody else to relate, I know she can. Because our story is a lot similar. It may have its little differences, but it definitely has its similarities. And we definitely are two strong black women that we don't stop at nothing.
And look, she's high yellow and I'm chocolate. We two different black women out here making it in this cold, cold world.
Yes, we are. And it's like, she's just as amazing as she says I am, she is too, y'all. So don't think she's not.
I try, you know what I'm saying? But on some real, I hope this video helped any woman or man who is either trying to find themselves or
Trying to recover from this.
it is definitely possible.
Yes, it's something. You know how they say the grass ain't always green on the other side. In this situation, the grass is always green on the other side. I am 28, getting ready to be 29. I have a
29.
degree, my own car, own house, own wonderful man who I don't share with nobody. Like, and anything in the world that I want, I can get without a problem. Like, I don't miss a beat. So don't let something like that destroy you. Yes, it hurts. I'm not telling you do not.
It hurts, and it may even bring you down for a little while, but let it just be
You gotta
that
embrace your pain with it.
Exactly. If you embrace that pain with it, along with the things that go, I know it does, and the things that go along in life, I promise you, you will see the strong individual that you want to be, that you're willing to be, and that you're going to be.
Yep.
And don't let nobody ever take that away from you.
And don't ever feel like it's your fault either.
Because it's not your fault.
It's never going to be your fault.
It's never your fault. It's never
I don't care if you was drunk, if you was high, if you was roofied. I don't care. It's never your fault.
It's never your fault. Oh, you remember that one time I got roofied?
Yes.
Listen.
We laugh at you. That's how y'all know it's strengthening.
Listen. It wasn't nobody's fault but theirs, and I won't put them on blast. But we was just a quick story. So this was back in college. We was at a mutual friend's house, and we was drinking Hennessy, which is like my all-time favorite liquor.
Hate it.
And I don't care. And I'm drinking my Hennessy, and I drink the bottom of it, and I feel some gritty shit, like some real nasty, gritty stuff. Thank God for Michelle and this other girl who was with us. I won't say her name because I don't think she would want us to, but I started walking up the steps, and I started feeling so funny. Next thing I know, my eyes are swaying left and right. I had just got my hair pressed that day, and my hair done sweated out all the way. I look like Don King coming out of court. Okay? It was a hot mess. And the person that did it, of course, denied it. But if it wasn't for Michelle and this other girl being there, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know if I was going to come out alive. I don't know if I was going to be hurt. I don't know if it was a prank, which is, I know that sounds weird, but this
people
day
do
and
play
age,
sick as pranks.
Yeah, this day and age, motherfuckers is crazy, okay? So be careful.
Very careful.
But one thing after that, and then what happened to me at 13, you pour your own drink.
Grow your own.
If somebody buy you a drink, you go to that bar with them and get that drink with them. You roll your own blunts. Don't let nobody roll your blunts because it can be laced with stuff.
Yes.
Okay?
They putting crack in blunts at this point.
This video is more of just be careful, be cautious, be you, be loving, be fun.
And embrace everything.
Live your life.
The good, the bad. Embrace it. Don't let it destroy you. Let it make you better. Because I swear, one day it's going to be okay. Like, you may be hurt, you may feel like you're destroyed, you may feel like it's overpowered you right now, but one day there is going to be one day you're going to wake up and you're going to not feel like that anymore. Talk to yourself. Stand in the mirror every morning.
You know what helped me out
yourself.
A whole lot? I write. And nobody knows, but I have started a book, which it won't come out until I die.
Yeah.
God willing. But I write. Probably not as much as I used to. I still write, but it does help.
It does help a lot.
I know this might even sound crazy. Some people coloring a book, adult coloring books. Yes. Color. Play spades if you have to. Just don't put yourself in a funk to where you feel like you need to drink your life away, drug your life away, or anything
and
like that.
And the most thing too, another thing that helps us, like, because yes, we have great lives now, but we still go through stuff. Get you a team of friends that are always there.
A real circle.
Not the ones that as soon as you're going through something, they want to, oh, well, let's drink. No. Get the ones that don't want to cover your problems in liquor and weed and all of that. They sit with you and y'all watch movies.
Or y'all talk about it. Y'all figure out a plan.
Y'all go down to the water. Like,
one thing I can say, it was a recent struggle that me and her went through, and we ended up together at her house. I ended up staying at her house for 2 weeks, and I had my own spot. So it's just, but those 2 weeks helped. Those 2 weeks medicated the problem. It allowed us to come up with a solution. Two heads sometimes is better than one, especially when you trust the person that you're with or that you're talking with or that you're telling your secrets to. It's comfort in that, as long as it's true. And the only way you will know it's true is that intuition us men and women do have. It's very real.
It's real.
It's very real. Use that. Use that. But this video did last a little longer than expected. Things did get a little deep. My bad.
It was a deep topic.
But I hope you guys enjoy this. And like I said, I hope whoever does watch this, you take something from this. If you like this, please like and subscribe to Sensational Queen. And like I said, you can follow Michelle at
Instagram at __Team Beauty. Beauty is with an I, not a Y.
You guys have a great day. Bye.
Bye.